What's up, guys? It's your girl, Chontey. I hope that you are all doing well today. So, today I'm just giving you guys a little updated video on everything that is going on with me. So, I do have another YouTube channel called Naturally Shiny. I'll put the link down below for you guys. And as well, I'll have something for the close to the top or down below for you guys just to click the link to go check that out. That channel is more based on family, and I created just a brand new channel, just starting over just to do a channel, based on my life and all that. And plus, also, I cannot get onto my old YouTube channel. So I had to start over, but I'm not feeling down about it. It's like, it's a brand new start. I needed a brand new start in my life with everything that has been going on. I literally took like the longest break ever. So, yes. So before we jump into this, before I keep on rambling on, do not forget to like and subscribe to my brand new channel, please. And let's just jump into the video. All right, so as lately I have been doing just great, wonderful. I definitely need to take a big break from social media, from just people in general, just to focus on myself, my household, my health, and everything. So I took like a big break. Um, in May after my birthday, I just decided I wasn't going to get on social media. I really wasn't going to make no more YouTube videos. As I said, I have another YouTube channel. My phone actually did break, so it was just like, you know what, maybe this break is definitely needed because I was going through just so much like in my life. I had cut my hair. My hair, obviously, it's growing back and all that. I cut my hair, I dyed my hair and everything. Just like I said, I wanted the brand to start fresh. I wanted to start fresh. So I had to cut off a lot of people in my life, actually, just for me to become free. Now, I used to have this like blanket that had the saying on it that said freedom isn't free. And, I had it when I was younger, like in my early 20s. And back then, that meaning to me, like that meaning can mean anything to anybody, Everybody has their own, like, it doesn't just have one meaning, it has different meanings for everybody. So that meaning for me back then in my 20s, in my teens, I just thought, yeah, freedom isn't free because you have to pay for things. You have to pay to have your freedom out there in the world. You got to pay with money to do this and do that. You know what I mean? Of course, you have to pay with money to do this and that. But that's just where my mindset was, back then. You as I reached 30, I'm 31 years old now, and I have wonderful, beautiful, growing, healthy children, and after when I turned 30, um, the people that raised me, which are my grandparents, which is my nanny and my grandfather. My nanny passed away May 2nd before my birthday in 2022, and then my grandfather passed away February 1st, 2023. So in my 30s, it was just like my 30th year. So as I was saying, the quote, the saying, freedom isn't free. When I reached 30, after I lost, basically my parents, um, that quote started to hit me because I started to write down like everything in a journal, just like of how I'm feeling and everything, and that quote just came back to me like, it was always there, but it just hit me like really hard one day, and I just wrote about it, and Now I kind of have a different meaning for that quote now for me guys. You know, for me, I used to just let people do whatever. I was the yes person. I was always there for people, and I didn't care for myself. I care for other people more than I care for myself. Put everybody first. And I had to stop doing that. And I had realized that because I started to become very unhappy. And I had to sit and really think about it. Why was I becoming unhappy? Why is my mental going up and going down? And it was really because of one person while my mental was going up and going down. And I'm not going to mention the person's name or anything like that, but it's personal. But like, I had to let go of somebody that was, I wouldn't say my everything, but I had to let go and cut strings and cut ties and burn the bridge with somebody that I love a lot. A person that, I would always be there for no matter what. A person who did do me wrong as a child and growing up, you know, and that person doesn't understand the impact that they have had on my life and on my mental. And, nobody really understands that. Um, I have about 2 to 3 people that understand that because they hear me out, but most people don't really understand that, and they will say I'm wrong for cutting that person off. But truthfully, I feel so much more liberated. Like, I'm gonna be honest. After I cut this person off, I had a conversation with the person and I explained and I said what I needed to say. Got straight to the point. There's no skipping over nothing. No, I wasn't sugarcoating nothing. Got straight to the point and said what I had to say, and I literally just cut that person off. Like, I had to cut that tie with that person so that I can be set free. And after I cut ties with this person, when I tell you, my mental was going so smoothly. It has been going so smoothly as of lately. Like, it's been going so great. Like, I'm so proud of myself. The way that I have achieved certain things with my mental, my physical. I'm so much more happier. You know, I'm growing way more now. Like, everything around me is just starting to come together now. Finally, it's just finally starting to come together. Like, I'm finally have a reason to, like, I feel like I finally have a reason to smile within myself. I finally feel like I love me and who I am. And that's what I was like saying basically with that quote for me now. I had to cut off and let go of the most important person, one of the most important people in my life. I had to cut ties with completely to set myself free so that I can have the life that I want. And it was so hard to do that because for years I could not do that. I was holding on to this person no matter what. I was holding on to this person no matter what anybody said. I just kept on holding on. I was always there. It didn't matter. But my emotions and my mental was going down, and it wasn't healthy for me. And I realized that. Like, I'm 30 now. Like, you need to get yourself together, sis. You really need to get yourself together. You have children, they're looking at you. You have a baby girl who's looking at you. You can't be like this. And there's a reason why your mental's going like that. What is the real reason? And I figured it out. And after that tie was cut, I was happy. I was good. And I don't regret it. You know, sometimes to be set free, it has nothing to do with money. Sometimes freedom and letting yourself become free, like I said, it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with certain things. It may have something to do with money for certain people, depending on where you're at in your life today. But For certain people, it could be, oh, you need to cut a certain person off for you to get yourself together for you to be free. And that's about it. No regrets, no hesitations, and there's no going back. And, people ask and say, oh, are you ever going to ever talk to that person again? And I always just say, listen, that person needs to get themselves together. And with me wise, I don't think I'm going to ever talk to that person anytime soon. Anytime soon. Not even going to be a hide, nothing. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to my children. We're going to keep it moving. Like, we don't even know each other. Like, that's just how it's going to be. Simple as that. I don't care. But other than that, everything in my life has been going great as of lately. Um, I have five beautiful kids. My oldest is 14, and he is officially a ninth grader in high school. My baby literally has 4 more years before he graduates and goes to college. He is just soaring so high. I'm so proud of my baby boy. Me, literally, I was a teen mother, and just seeing him rise up to the boy, young man, young king that he is, it just blows my mind. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, all through his middle school, he always got like straight higher than 80s on his report card, no matter what. He was always on honor roll every single quarter. He was a student of the month every year in school. Like, and just watching him walk across the stage on eighth grade graduation, like, it almost brought me to tears. Like, my baby boy, like, he's still my baby boy no matter what. Like, I always tell him that, and he always just says to me, I know that, mom. Like, he don't even correct me, like, I'm not a baby no more. He just be like, I know that. That's all he knows. Like, I'm just so proud of him. And my second oldest son, he is 11 years old, and he just started sixth grade. He just started middle school. I'm so proud of him. He has come such a long way in his life, you know, and it's just like, my babies are just, they're so big. Like, I can't believe it. Like, two of my kids are at elementary school now, and they're like middle school and high school. Um, and then I have my third boy. He is 7 years old, and he was in kindergarten last year, but he skipped a grade, and he's now officially a second grader. Like, I am so freaking ecstatic because, like, my baby boy is smart. Okay, my little 7 year old, he's smart. Okay, he skipped the whole grade. Like, we talked to his teachers, and his teacher even told us, like, she didn't want to hold him back, and she feels like, he's ready for second grade. She doesn't want to hold him back. He's in second grade now. Excuse them cutting the grass, you guys, because they're like messing up my whole vibe right here, right now. But regardless, my little 7 year old is just, I can't believe it. He graduated last year from kindergarten, both course stage. Like, I just love my babies so much. My three boys, they're like, they melt my heart like so much. And he started a brand new school as well. And then my baby girl Tamar, uh, she just started school. She's 5 years old now. Her birthday was August 31st, and she just started kindergarten. And my baby is just, she's been literally okay. I know some people be like, oh no, like, babies don't talk at this age or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, my daughter, she was talking when she was like one. Literally, when she was one, she was saying sentences. Like, that's how I knew, and her father knew, like, she's gonna be a bright little girl. Like, by two, she was just saying words, and she would just look at her like, when did you learn this word? Because nobody taught you this word. Like, girl, please. Like, she was like, yes, like, that little girl, she's like, she is shy. She's like me, she's shy, but she is, when she opens up to you, There is no stopping her. Like, she will talk your ears off. There is no doubt about it. She'll ask you a million questions. If you don't answer, she'll ask you again until you answer her. There is no playing around. Like, I got work really, really hard with her, and as well. Like, she was just like born like that. Like, she's my only girl. So, you know, but she's doing so good in kindergarten. I get pictures of her, and I'm just like so amazed. All my kids are all in different schools, and like first they kind of brought me to tears almost because thinking about it, all my four babies are in school, in different schools, and they're all just doing so great, and they're growing so beautifully. Like, what else can a mom ask for? You know. So yes, I do get the home a little bit to myself, but I really don't because I do have my baby boy. He is 2 years old, but that little boy is smart too. So once he reaches 4 years old, pre-K, here he comes. He's ready. He's gonna rule the damn. He's going to rule the world with the aura that he got. I'm not playing with y'all either. You guys go to my other YouTube channel, you will see him in action. Like, there's no stopping that little boy at all. And as well as he is home with me, he's sleeping right now. We also do have a new fur baby. I have a little dog. Well, he's not little. He's not little at all. But he is 5 months now. He's turning 6 months soon. This month he turns 6 months. He's a pomsky, but he looks more like a little tiny husky. And truthfully, that's the dog I always wanted my whole life. It is a bit much because he's a puppy, but I love him. I love my little dog. My little my little big dog, because he's a big puppy. You know, you guys will see him eventually, but as well, he's also sleeping, so we're going to leave him be. And one big, huge update is that yes, I will not be inside this house long because why? We are expecting baby number 6. 6 babies in total. That is it. That is all. There is no more coming out. Okay. So, yes, I am 17 weeks pregnant with a new baby. And my emotions about it were a lot when I found out. So, I found out that I was pregnant and having a brand new baby um, in July. And when I found out, like at first, like it was kind of like off for me because my period has been very up and down. It has been very irregular. I got my period back literally when my baby boy turned 1 years old, but it has been on and off. Some days, some months it won't come. Some months it will come. Some months it will come 2 weeks late. Some months it will come 3 weeks late. Like it was very off for me because I was also still breastfeeding him until he turned 2 years old. Um, Once I found out, I cried. Okay, so baby boy woke up from his naps. Okay, so basically, like I was saying, when I had so in May, obviously that's when I had became impregnated, and like I really didn't know because like I had my period that month. In June, I didn't get my period, but like I said, my period has been very irregular, so I didn't really think anything too much of it. I'm just like, my period's late, I do still breastfeed, and my period is very irregular, and I'm not getting any symptoms or anything like that. So, it was very like off for me. But something inside me was like, after it being 2 weeks, my period being like 2 weeks late, I was just like, I really may need to take a test because I could possibly be having a baby. So in July, the 1st of July, I actually took a test, and when I sat there in the bathroom after 3 minutes, and I turned the test over, and I seen the two lines. I saw both the lines right there. I don't want nobody thinking that I'm selfish or anything like that, But like my reaction, like I did cry. Like I was happy, but I was also sad because I was started to think about my nanny, and she's the first person that I would tell that, oh, you're getting a new grandbaby, and also because with every single pregnancy that I've had, she has always, been here. She would come down here in her car. She would take me out. She would buy things for the baby because she was so excited. And it's just like this time she won't be here to meet the baby, to hold the baby, you know. So just to give me advice. And I know what's going on in my body. It's just like I love getting advice from her, no matter what. I love getting advice from her. But she won't be here this time, so that's why I was like I was very emotional because of that. And then I was like, oh, my grandpa, and I'm just like, he won't be here either. It's like with him, my grandpa, as soon as I come home, the day I come home from the hospital, my grandpa's right at the store knocking on the door. And it's my grandbaby. He holds his grandbaby, and he always comes up with the cutest little nickname for them. Like, and this time he won't be able to do that. He won't be here. I know that they'll be here in spirit, but it's just like, it's just hard because they won't be here with me through this journey, and yeah, so it kind of just took a toll on me. But then eventually, I just started thinking like they're always here with you. They're here right now. They're watching you. They're probably with you at every doctor's appointment, every sonogram appointment. They're gonna be with you with birth and spirit, rooting you on, and watching over the grandbaby, So don't be upset or sad, you know. You bring a new life in the world, you know. And I'm grateful that I can bring another life into the world. Honestly, all my children are like happy and excited. The father's happy and excited. It is very stressful because we already have 5 children. It's just preparing for a new one. Then we just got a puppy. You know, we got our puppy when he was 4 months old. Not 4 months. When he was 4 weeks old, we got our puppy. So, I got pregnant like afterwards, like he was going to be the baby. He was going to be my fur baby, and then ended up pregnant. It's like, oh, now I have two babies. Yeah. Well, actually, three. One, two, and three. But yeah, it just like I can't wait. Truthfully, I can't wait until I have a baby. All my kids, I asked them recently, like, what do you want the baby to be, and what do you think the baby's gonna be? And every one of my children say they want it to be a girl, and that it's going to be. They feel like it's a girl. For me, wise, I don't know. Like I kind of feel like it is a little girl, but I also feel like it could be a boy. I feel like it could be a boy because I have so many boys. Like I think I got lucky with my daughter. Okay, but I do feel like I might just be having another girl, and I'm gonna be excited about that. You know, there's a girl inside this house. You know what I mean? Okay, and yeah. So I'm just prepared for this journey to take you guys along on this journey with me, and yeah, like, I'm literally exhausted. Like I get more out of breath as of lately, and this is like early on. 17 weeks is kind of like early on, but I honestly started feeling like as soon as I found out I was pregnant, literally I started getting back pain nonstop. From literally like 5 weeks. That's when I found out I was 5 weeks. But yeah, my symptoms are like basically all leaning toward a girl, but I'll do like a midlife thing to, not a midlife thing, old wives' tale. Sorry guys, old wives' tales to see what is it leaning towards, girl or boy. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like all my symptoms are leaning towards a girl. Like, yeah, but truthfully, I had girl symptoms with one of my boys, so it didn't mean that. But we will see, you guys. mm, I will give you guys a little bump update. You know, every week I'm gonna give y'all a little bump update, or every 2 weeks. You know, maybe too tired to do it, but we will see. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. Keep you guys updated on everything, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little chit chat.